This is our newest VIA promotion. It was designed by Sean Adams of AdamsMorioka in Beverly Hills, and it was printed by Primary Color in Los Angeles. We can always count on Sean Adams to design us a promotion that's always bright, colorful, beautiful, and also he has a great skill at designing for the person just entering the graphic design field, as well as a seasoned designer, great reference tool. Primary Color, they use 20 micron staccato screening, which I hear is equivalent to about a 400-line screen. This is an important fact because we still have those printers out there. They're a little concerned about using even 175 line on uncoated paper. Great, great sharp saturated colors, great images in here. Check it out. Inside, you'll see examples of halftones, duotones, tritones, touch plates. We have our curve demos that we're becoming a little famous for there. You're going to see 7 finishes of the VIA line, and even that would be felt, satin, smooth, linen, laid, 9 shades. We've also taken many of the images and we've made them cross over between one finish to another, or one shade to another, a blue white to a warm white. So let's go ahead and we'll get started. First, I do want to mention something about the bindery. This is called semi-concealed double wire row binding. And this is a difference. This is just a regular wire row. You see there's a front and a back cover, and you actually see it on the spine. What makes this semi-concealed is that you do not see it on the spine when it goes in the shelf. Okay? So let's go ahead and get started here. In the very beginning of the book, the first few pages, you're actually going to see a good description about all the different papers and different shades. They're in the VIA line. These 2 pages, these are great reference tools here. It talks all about choosing your paper, when to specify. It talks about paper dummies. This is, again, great for the beginning designer out there. Then we get into our demos. We have a couple double gates in here. This image here, this beautiful image, actually is a demo showing touch plates. You can easily see when you have the book in front of you. Here, this has the blue and the red touch plates, and this does not. On this side, a great example. This is a tritone, which is 2 blacks and a red, and you'll be able to see again the line going right up the picture. And on this side, it's just a halftone. What you're going to notice throughout the book is this little key. And on this key, it actually shows the ink color that we use, for example, on the touch plate on this side. And there's the red touch plate. So it very well, you can see which one is the tritone and which is the duotone. So you're going to notice this throughout. This is also a great example of a great solid on VIA. This is a great example where we've taken the same image, and on one side, we've printed on radiant white, satin radiant white. And on this side, we have it on blue white. And you can see quickly how much that the paper shade maybe affects the snow in the picture, and also in the water and in the sky. This would be great. We're always asked by designers to show duotones or tritones using black and a metallic silver. So if we put one in here, a picture of Mark Twain and 2 buddies there, that's a duotone that's black and silver. On this side, one of my favorite images in the book, this is just 4-color process, but that is on felt. I think that lends that surface, the finish of the paper lends itself well to that image. And again, here you have, this is the same image going from felt. This is 100% PC, 100% recycled, and the crossover is to VIA smooth. Great sharp printing again on 100% recycled paper. Great demo for you, for the designer, that shows the effect of the paper shade. You can see how it affects the blue, the white in the clouds, and the white here. That's the difference of a vellum and smooth on the image, and also this is actually a warm white here versus just a traditional white on the other side. Black and red duotone, 4-color process with red touch plates on the flag. This is great printing on laid. If there are any questions about how 4-color printing would look on that, it works great, absolutely great. also on the image on the back. This actually is a great example of printing on linen. If you do landscape or 4-color images, maps, they work great on linen. I would say if it was a large picture, we have in one of the first VIA promos from Sean, we had, I call it the stewardess picture, and it was a large portrait. You could say maybe on that one you wouldn't want to use linen because you could see all the marks and pattern in her face. However, the linen finish worked great for these old-timey cards, little ball cards, because it also added almost to a canvas look in the back. Double black duotones. Beautiful, beautiful picture. This, there are 2 great demos in here I still want to talk about. This is a great demo for designers. We're always getting questions about varnish and aqueous. Which should we use? With the mill, we always say use dull aqueous or dull varnish. Perfect example why, and especially if you look at the black bar at the bottom. This shows no varnish. But then, when the printer would use gloss varnish, you can see how it will make the surface of the black a little modelly, and especially maybe the lips would be fine and the nose, but all of a sudden when you get up into the eye, into the sunglasses part, you can see where the surface of the paper looks a little mottled. Same idea if you look at the gloss aqueous. It's why we do not recommend it. Instead, always use dull coating. It makes the image look great, paper surface looks great, and an additional benefit, it actually, you can see across the bottom, it actually makes a solid black lacquer. This is a great demo for you. We're always being asked, again, this whole piece was printed stochastically, except for this one little part of this picture here. This is actually a great demo that talks about stochastic versus conventional. With stochastic, the dots are uniform in size, and it's just the amount of dots that creates the additional density, versus conventional dots, they're actually, the size of the dots determine the density. Both print great. From our standpoint with the mill, is I just want to use whatever the printer recommends. I've seen great printing 175, 200 line, and again, of course, this is beautiful with 20 micron. This side, great examples for the graphic designer. It shows you, again, duotones, red or black halftones, going all the way through. This is actually like a fake duotone where you actually put a blue tint over top. So there's a great examples for you. Touch plates, same image without. This is just 4-color process, and this one has the extra vibrant yellow and pink touch plate. So this actually is a 4-color image, and this would be a 6-color. Our curve demo. This is talking again about it is very important that your printer allows for dot gain when printing with uncoated papers. This would be the don't, and this is the do. It's just a matter of a plate curve. That's as easy as that. What happens is when you print on uncoated paper, your dot will gain in size. So what you're basically trying to do is to make that dot when you begin on the press to actually be pinched back or made a little smaller. So when it does gain, it gains appropriately. So your pressman can pump that ink, push that out, and make great vibrant printing. This also, we use the unsharpened tool in Photoshop, so we add a little more sharpening there, and we also boosted the contrast. And that's the same with both images. What's neat is that Primary Color actually provided their charts that showed really where the curves were on each picture. And if you look at the middle dot, that's where you can tell they opened up the mids. Okay. This, I actually tore out. This is printed, this is the same image. This is actually printed on an indigo on our VIA satin stock. So there it is, the same image. This is printed sheet fed, and this is printed digitally. It's beautiful. On the back, the reason that I actually tore this out too is this also shows many of the images within the book also you can compare. I mean, this is a 2-color, it's a duotone, double black duotone in the book sheet fed, but here it is, a 4-color process on the indigo. It's absolutely beautiful. Lastly, back here we actually show, it's an easy reference for you, showing you what shades are available in what finishes for VIA. And this, our new envelope program, availability there. And this also talks about if you're wanting our VIA paper, that 85% of the markets out there could actually get it next day. So it's available there in their merchant or here at the mill, or many of them even 2 to 3 days. So we're really, the availability is there. If you'd like a copy of this, please contact your local merchant or go to mohawkpaperstore.com. Thanks.